Hello everyone, it's I King Mike X here with another Dragalia Lost video. Today's going to be an update video, so only not too much to talk about. Not too much has happened. There's the new Dragalia. Future Futures came back, as I said before, in the last update video. We got this new second anniversary special website release, which I'm going to talk about more in a separate video. But here's the reason why I'm doing updates regarding changes to Wyrmprint system and regarding changes to weapon and crafting system. So here are the changes that they're going to be issuing to the weapons and crafting system. So which will be in the next update. So for details regarding goodwill justice offered to players affected by these changes, please see the related notification once it is posted. For details regarding goodwill gestures for in-game shop offerings that will be affected by these changes, please see the following notification. Which, yeah. And so, in version 1.23.1 and earlier, players chose a weapon to craft from the various groups available, unbounded fully and then enhanced it. In the next update and beyond, the craft and enhanced tabs will be removed and replaced by the weapons crafting tab, from which players will select and craft a weapon from various groups. A new feature called the weapon bonus will be added that can be unlocked by upgrading your collection of weapons. In the next update and beyond, abilities, including those attached to the item weapons in version 1.23.1 and earlier, will be consolidated into generalized weapon abilities whose effects apply to all weapons of a particular type once they are unlocked. Other changes include the ability to equip Wyrmprints to your weapons. The way you use and upgrade weapons is changing. The following is a list of the main changes. So before, when you would upgrade a weapon's stats by leveling it up, in the next update and beyond, this will be accomplished by unlocking nodes. And unbinding was performed by using copies of a weapons, and this will be accomplished by unlocking nodes with materials. Only one of any particular weapon can be crafted, but by unlocking additional copies of the weapon, it can be equipped on multiple members of a team. Slots will be added to weapons, and up to 5 Wyrmprints can be equipped to each weapon. Yes, 5 Wyrmprints. No, Wyrmprints will be changed to typically have 1 ability per Wyrmprint. That's the new thing. We'll talk about that when we go into the Wyrmprints. And the weapon bonus will grant an increasing benefit to the HP and strength provided by certain types of weapons, as players craft and upgrade more of them. Certain weapon abilities, such as the Bane abilities found in the weapons from Void Battles and Advanced Dragon Trials, will apply to all weapons of a certain type once unlocked. Each change will be explained in further detail below. So crafting groups. 1 weapon of each type from each of the following groups can be crafted. Core weapons, 3-star non-elemental weapon, 4-star non-elemental, 5-star non-elemental, and 5-star weapon of each element. 4 weapons, 5-star weapons of each element. Chimera Tech and High Dragon, 5-star weapon of each element. And 5 total. And Agita weapon, 6-star weapon of each element, 5 total. Each weapon can be only crafted once, but a weapon can be upgraded, as described later in this notification, to increase the number of them that team members can wield. In the next update, certain existing weapons will be removed and can no longer be crafted. Weapon skins of certain existing weapons that are removed in the next update can be attained by upgrading weapons from each group. Yeah. So there's that. Craftable weapons will be unlocked in the following order: 3-star non-elemental core, 4-star non-elemental core, 5-star non-elemental core, 5-star weapon of each element from each group. The requirements for unlocking weapons from each group are as follows: core weapons, 3-star non-elemental weapons, no smithing level or other requirements. 4-star non-elemental weapons, fully upgraded 3-star. Weapon is 60 level 4. Yeah, so typical stuff. level 7 and plus is for weapons. Level 8, especially level 8 plus is Chimera Tech. Fully upgraded 5-star now to weapons for Void Chimera Techs and High Dragons. And Akito same. A fully upgraded weapon is one that has had its stats and functionality upgrade nodes fully unlocked to Sakai later on in this notification. The following weapons may be equipped and upgraded if the player possesses them. Soldier's Brand, Lucky Hanatsuki Paddle, Mega Sword, Mega Blade, Mega Dagger, the Mega Weapons. The following weapons may only be equipped and will not be displayed under the other heading. Battle worn, the battle worn stuff. Upgrading weapons, improving weapon stats. In the next update and beyond, a weapon stats will be upgraded by spending whetstones to unlock HP and strength nodes. Unbinding and refining a weapon as described below will be necessary to create these stats to their maximum values. Unlocking a weapon's unbinding nodes to increase their maximum number of times that its HP and strength can be unlocked. So yeah, you have to spend this. Oh yeah, the Steelbrick's Damascus Ingots and Adamantite Ingots they continue to be used to unbind weapons. So weapons with in the next beyond unbinding them will be performed by spending materials instead. Weapons with a weapon skill that can be unbound to a certain stage to level out the weapon skill. In addition, certain weapons will unlock weapon skins when unbound. Unlocking a weapon's refinement nodes to increase the maximum. To increase the maximum number of times that a weapon can be unbound. Refining a weapon requires materials and a weapon's skills and abilities may change after the refinement. So yeah, you need certain materials. In the next update, beyond weapons may no longer be upgraded with augments. Fortifying gems will be removed because weapons may no longer be. We will not be adding amplifying jewels. Previously not for future updates. So yeah, because weapons may no longer be improved with augments, we will not be adding amplifying jewels. Previously not for future updates. So that's it for weapons. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting that, but we still might get the dragon augment. It looks like we might be getting dragon augments. But yeah, weapon augments will no longer be there. In version 1.23.1 and earlier, multiple copies of the same weapon could be obtained. In next and beyond, only one of each weapon may be obtained. By unlocking weapons copies, team members may equip up to 4 of the same weapon. Weapon storage will be removed. Certain weapons must be unbound to a certain level before the copies can be unlocked. If a player obtains a weapon that they already have, it will be converted into materials or other items. So yeah. That's how you. So yeah, there's going to be a new thing for upgrading to unlock multiple copies instead now. Weapon slots. Each weapon will come with a certain number of slots. So yeah, there's going to be brand new ones. So the way that it works is, as you're going to see here, there are 5 slots in totals. There's going to be 3 5-star Wyrmprints and 2 of either 2, 3, or 4-star Wyrmprints. Yeah. So you have to use some materials to upgrade it. So that's the new thing. By unlocking the weapon bonus for elemental weapons from each group, players can boost their eventual stats depending on the type of weapon that they wield. The boosts are affected based on the caster's information screen. So yeah, weapon bonuses for certain Agito weapons will be added in the future. So Agito weapons won't actually have anything right now. Oh, and in weapon abilities, in version 1.23.1 and earlier, individual weapons come with a variety of abilities that provide advantages in void battles, asteroids, and advanced dragon trials. In the next update and beyond, these same individual abilities can be made available as generalized weapon abilities by upgrading certain weapons. Yeah. So, which basically, I'm hoping what that means, which I'm glad about this because one of the big issues that people can complain about is that is that some of like with void battles, you have to use like certain weapons and stuff. For like they have like bosses have like some of the bosses have like abilities that are annoying to deal with, and you have to use the void weapons specific to them, but they're usually kind of weak. So if I'm hoping the way that this works, I'm hoping that means that we can actually use like hijacker weapons or even Agito weapons, where we can use our strongest weapons and get them like abilities. Now I don't know if it's like where they could give when you could give them like say for like 4 battles, you can have them using that ability instead. So yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, and I'm wondering now. So here's how it works. So the weapon abilities that are available to a particular weapon will depend on the weapon's type, and these abilities will take effect regardless of the weapon an adventurer is equipped, as long as the adventurer's weapon type and element matches that with the weapon ability. Therefore, you will no longer need to equip a specific weapon with the ability tailored for a particular enemy in order to benefit from it, and as long as you have previously unlocked that weapon ability for the weapon that you are using. Certain weapons will unlock weapon skills when their weapon abilities are not. The just the weapon abilities that you have unlocked can be viewed in game. So, yeah, you can unlock so many abilities, which I'm hoping what this means is that I'm wondering what I'm hoping there's some good news with this, because there's a lot of differences in this, which I just realized you can get if we could get both of those, that would be very useful, because then that would change up teams a lot. With the changes to the weapon system, certain endeavors will be removed. Others will have their details or rewards revised, and new endeavors will be added. The following endeavors will be affected. Normal endeavors, certain endeavors will be removed. New endeavors, yeah, campaign unlock endeavors, the Warrior Regiment, event companion endeavors. Weapons obtainable from the Miracle Dragon, new event endeavors, and event companion will be replaced with weapon skins. The tutorial describes how to upgrade weapons that unlock after player careers. Yeah. So there's that one. Now moving on, let's talk about the Wyrmprint system. So yeah. Wyrmprint functionality, upgrades, Wyrmprint available in the Imperial Onslaught treasure trades, and treasure trade for Wyrmprints, Wyrmprint related endeavors. So in each Wyrmprint could typically have up to 2 abilities, and some with certain event perks had 3. In the next update and beyond, each Wyrmprint would typically have 1 ability, not including Wyrmprints with event perks, which may have 2. After these changes are implemented, the bare existing Wyrmprints may be different than what they were before. So, like one of the things that you see here, as you see, Valiant Crown, which had strength double buff and skill damage, is now only going to have skill damage, it looks like. And Sister the Anvil will only be strength double buff, which changes up a ton. But but now that there's 5 you could equip up to, that it's gonna change up a lot. So once again, the DPS sim is gonna go through a massive change, most likely for the second anniversary. Especially for Karina, I am going to see what her best ones are gonna be. So the number and rarity of Wyrmprints that can be equipped on a particular weapon depends on the number of slots that weapon has. Each weapon may be equipped up to 3 5-star Wyrmprints and up to 2 2-star, 3-star, 4-star Wyrmprints. So multiple copies of the same weapon could be obtained and equipped on different members of the team. In the next update, they're gonna remove so additional copies to equip to members of the team could be unlocked by upgrading an individual Wyrmprint. Up to 4 copies of a Wyrmprint may be unlocked by spending out water, excluding certain Wyrmprints. A Wyrmprint cannot be equipped on more than one member of a team unless one or more of its copies are unlocked. So If a player takes a Wyrmprint that they already have, be converted to Eldwater and Rupees, and additional Wyrmprint storage will be removed. So yeah, unfortunately that basically, so yeah, it actually means that they're going to be taking out, if you have additional copies right now, unfortunately you're going to be losing them, but they're going to give you Eldwater and stuff for it. And, well, hopefully they'll also give us the what's the thing called again? The augments, that if we have any augments on them, when they remove them, they give those back to us. Or compensate us for those. It's going to change a lot. But you can unlock more copies as it shows. Certain affinity bonuses. Certain Wyrmprints will have an affinity. There are 11 affinities in total, and equipping multiple Wyrmprints with the same affinity will activate an affinity bonus, provided various ability effects. Any ability effects. Ability effects provide an affinity bonus with stack with ability effects provided by Wyrmprints, but do not share limits. So, for example, if 4 Wyrmprints with the crown Bin's ability effect are crit, the skill damage plus 10 ability effect will activate. Yeah, for details on the number of affinity required to activate an affinity bonus and the effect that infinity bonus provides, please check the All Infinity bonus section of the Wyrmprint selection and screen accessible when editing team and game. So, it looks like, so I see skill damage, and I see that there's an HP equals strength plus 10. So, the way that it looks like, okay, so the way that it looks like it is when it says that they do not share limits, I'm guessing what it means is that with Wyrmprint, say you have like a limit, say like skill damage 40%. With that one, but with the crown boom, which gives skill damage plus 10%, I'm guessing what that means is you can't, that those with that crown boon, that the crown boon is a separate one. So in total, if you have a 14 with 4 Wyrmprint stack and skill damage, that basically means that everyone gets 80% strength. That means that the whole team, instead of being skill damage plus 40% if it's all skill damage, they get skill damage plus 80%. Which is really good. So it also is going to change the co-op, because one of the things that I do is you might have noticed in co-op, sorry, um, in co-op there is okay, sorry, my nose is itchy. In co-op, um, not many people really care about the Wyrmprints that you have, because you only use it in one main character. Well, except for maybe you don't need to worry about anything in the back line. The only thing you want to worry about is maybe like the only thing I ever equip is the 3 gold factories to get the gold bonus, and of course, one of the people has that the Wyrmprint that has what's it called again? That increases the amount of adventurous experience. Unless I have like Yuden in the background, then I don't worry about that. But now with this, it looks like you want to have more Wyrmprints to select. So, oh yeah, and of course, the stuff that they were talking about with upgrading and unbinding. So, yeah, it's basically the same as it's basically going to be. So it's basically the same like with the weapons you use. You get strength and HP nodes, unlocking strength and HP nodes to increase the HP and strength, and you unlock Wyrmprint's unbinding nodes to increase the number of max to attach that HP and strength that could be unlocked. Which this time it will be, instead you will use Eldwater, excluding certain Wyrmprints instead. A Wyrmprint's ability effects it will be upgraded based on the number of times that it has been unbound. The vestige refined effect that alters Wyrmprint's art will continue to unlock at the second stage of unbinding, and silver keys and golden keys may continue to be used to unbind Wyrmprints. Okay, yeah, so augments item used in version 1. Yeah, they're gonna change it. So now they're cutting the Worm Atriot Strength augments in half, so it's gonna be 50 instead of 100. So Wyrmprints available in the Imperial Onslaught trade and Treasure trade for Wyrmprints. Trades will be limited to a maximum of one of each Wyrmprint, and players who already have one of a Wyrmprint will not be able to trade for it. Unlike the Wyrmprints mentioned earlier, unbinding and unlocking copies of the following Wyrmprints will require materials other than Eldwater, which are the Great Worm, essentially the Great Worm Wyrmprints, as well as the High Dragon Wyrmprints. Yeah, and players must have fully unbound the Great Worm Midgard Wyrmprint in order to trade for the Glazed Tempest Wyrmprint. The same holds true for the Great Worm Mercury and Queen of the Blue Seas, all that stuff. Wyrmprint related endeavors. With the change to the Wyrmprint system, certain endeavors will be removed. So yeah, all that's changing. And they talk about the controller in the same way. So yeah. Endeavors of reward Wyrmprints with Infirm picks will be added. So yeah. They're going to add more event compendium endeavors. So that's basically it for those changes. So that's going to be it for this video. And if you like this video, please click the like button and leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you get updates on all my videos. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.